Hello, me hearties. It's just me, Scottie McClue. A very, very good afternoon to you. It's 12:27 on Monday, the 7th of August, 2023. And I thought we'd just pop up, see who's about, and say hi, of course, and thank all of you for all the wonderful things that you've been doing for Scottie McClue. Tremendous stuff. You can't beat it. So lovely, lovely to have you with us. Angie's just joined us. Welcome, Angie. Lovely to have you with us. And Dinky-Doo. Everybody knows never to scroll and never to troll when McClue's on. Hi from Cumbernauld, says Angie. What's it called? A Cumbernauld. Lovely. Great, Angie. Well done. And Dinky-Doo, welcome to Scottie McClue. Hashtag FloatEye, of course, the first lord of the internet. So this is an unusual one. And Dinky-Doo. Now then, who have we got here? Harding has joined us. Hello, Harding. Welcome, welcome, I say. Taylor sent me a red rose. Taylor, that is so kind of you. I didn't actually set that goal, I don't think, today, but there's 200 up there. If anybody's feeling flush with a red rose from Hampden, yes, let us know where you are watching from. It's always good stuff. And Dinky-Doo, I say to you, and hello to you if you're on the YouTube. That is just outstanding. Can you see and hear me on the YouTube today? We always like to check that one out. Dinky-Doo from Seaton in Workington. I know it very, very well. Yes, indeed. I love it. Workington and Whitehaven. Yes. And I also used to go to see a dear friend of mine who was in, come on, just down from Cleatamua. There we are. Nice hat, pal. I thank you, pal. Watching from Garthamlock. Oh, we love Garthamlock. Dinky-Doo to everybody in Garthamlock, I say. Tremendous stuff. You're watching Scottie McClue. Quick lunchtime meet with McClue. And why not? I say, best place to be. There we are. If you're a switched on person, then you know that Scottie McClue is the place to be. From Belfast in Ireland, says MCMXC11. That's what it's like. A Roman soldier goes into a pub and he orders 5 drinks. Do you get it? So there we are. Dinky-Doo, I say to you, thank you very much, Mr. Hedgehog. Dinky-Doo to Mr. Hedgehog. Excellent stuff. Do you stay in the Glasgow area? When I stay in the west of Scotland. So it's a similar thing. All right, boyo, says Andy. Andy, I take it you're from Wales, are you? Are you tough? There we are, fantastic. Hello from Bishop Riggs, Scotty. So there you are. Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have you with us from the Riggs. Do you know what Bishop Riggs would mean? Riggs was ridges. And I think you're near to where the bishop stayed. There we are. Hello again from Aberdeen, Scotty. How are you? Happy Todry. It's lovely to hear you. Are you, if it's like your Tuesday day, are you chaffing a while? Now, who have we got? What's this? Gito. There we are. Yes, that's several times you said it. We're wondering what you're saying. Tell us more about it, I say to you. Hey, Dinky-Doo from Mary Hill. We love Mary Hill. It's cold down here, Scotty. Where are you, Water? Tell us more about it. I love your cap. Thank you so much, Angie. I'm a plebeian. Ah, right, a plebeian. A plebeian. So you're from Pleen in Stirlingshire. Is that right? Is it not a plebeian? I would have said. There you are. Hello, how are you? Rangers through and through. We are absolutely fine, I say to you. Lovely to have you with us. And a big Dinky-Doo this afternoon. I was about to say this morning. What part of Scotland are you from? I'm from Glasgow. Can you not tell by my voice? The Cheviot Hills. Ooh, it'll be cold in the Cheviots today. But we send you love. You're over in the Scottish borders, aren't you? Mon the Killie. Guys, I've got to read you this out because I love it. Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. All the wee trolls are getting sent down this one by TikTok. Mon the Jazz, says Ranger through. Yes, hail, hail. The Gorbles. Oh, Haydn. We love the Gorbles. Dinky-Doo, do you play the piano, Haydn? I ask you. We're only up for a few minutes, guys. Hello, Scotty from the Lead Hills. So Fonda, I love the Lead Hills. Do you know Sanker? And the Lead Hills are, Wanlock Head, the highest village in the land. Is that right? Are you Rangers or Celtic? Oh, I'm both. Big style. I tend to, as everybody in Glasgow really is, because it's virtually one team, isn't it? Do you still practice the clay pigeon shooting? I haven't for a while, Meg, no. But I did very well the last time. And the gentleman, sadly no longer with us, a crack shot. This guy could fire a clay and hit it in the sky and then blow it to smithereens from his waist as it fell. I mean, how good is that? Dinky-Doo, your millionaire pensioner. Oh, wow. What team do you support? Oh, I Rangers and Celtic, both of them. Yes, they're both excellent teams, but I'm a big man for the Greenock Morton, Mon that done. And the Partick Thistle, we are the Jaggies, the Jaggy Barnets. Would you ever become a Mason? Well, I don't know, Thomas, because it's a secret, isn't it? So we wouldn't know what was involved. I wouldn't mind learning to actually repoint stonework because my friend got some Freemasons, so-called, or Masons, and it cost a fortune. Yes, I think it was about 50,000 for repointing the polished ashlars in front of his country house. Morton, geez, oh my man, I had respect for you. Everybody's got respect for me because everybody loves the ton. In fact, we were wondering about getting rid of Rangers and Celtic and having Morton, Greenock Morton and Glasgow Morton. So there you are. No, I haven't, Shard. So there you go. So I shan't comment. Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Everybody with a TikTok account should follow Scottie McClue. We're only up for a few minutes, and it's lovely to be with you. I say lunchtime with Scotty. Mon the Hoops, says Phil. Absolutely. Are you a Rangers man, Phil? Mon the Hoops. And what's the other? We are the Hoops and Mon the People. Somebody's given me a TikTok crown. Isn't that beautiful? So fun that. You've got the #1 gifter badge. Is that not just amazing? I thank you. Has everybody followed, guys? Thoughts on the increased spending to the monarchs? Chicken feed, Shard, because the monarchy brings in fortunes. It's self-financing. So a little bit of extra. And a pole would have repointed the bricks for 25k. No, the pole wouldn't do it. You need the trowel, right? But good idea. I suppose you could put the trowel on the pole and try and maneuver it, but you'd need to be very skilled because you need to tip the pointing cement over, Anyway, it all sounds like good work. You ignore my question, says Stephen. What's your question, Stephen? Let's run back, see if we've got a question from Stephen. Nope, don't see anything from you, Stephen. Nothing from Stephen, guys. No, not so far, Stephen. When was your question, Stephen? No, nope, don't see anything about it, Stephen. Ask it again, my boy, because otherwise we'll spend time going way back through all the questions. You have a great attitude. Haydn, one must have a great attitude. There are so many cards stacked against all of us. Scotty, how art thou, dear brother? Eddie boy. Eddie boy from Newmarket. How lovely to have you with us. Good afternoon. Welcome to Racing from Newmarket. A look at the runners and riders this afternoon. They're going good to soft. Here we have in the outset, we've got the Dancer. We've got Scottie McClue. Looks like might have a win today, that little horse. Very, very strong and very determined. All right, Scotty. Alistair Moffat. How lovely to have you with us. All right, indeed, as said you. As Scotty, I love you. Thank you very much, Spreadable Yeast. Good afternoon from Dunfermline again. Sandy, nothing wrong with coming on from Dunfermline again. Change it in for Keithing. Scotty, are you familiar with? No, I'm not. What's your thoughts on ULEZ? Why would we want it? Give me a reason for ULEZ. Give me a reason for Les in Glasgow. Give me a good reason that you know that would make a difference. Did you used to be on a talk show? Shard, UK, Ohio. I was very much on a talk show. Yes, indeed. Scottie McClue's The World's Top Talk Show. Yes, indeed. Hi, Scotty. Can we get a wee tune, mate? Also, can you say dinky-doo to Stephen and Rab in Rutherglen? I hope you're good. Rab McNaughton. We can always say hello to Stephen and Rab in Rutherglen. So there you have it. Can everybody watching tap, 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 tap on their phones? Let everybody know we've got 1,200 likes already. You keep skipping my question. Stephen, we don't know it. Put it down again. We never skip anybody's question, so I can only assume you haven't asked it. Maybe you're watching somebody else's live. Scottie McClue, Desmond. Scottie McClue, the voice of the nation, and it should be an MP. Eddie boy, there's a by-election coming up in Rutherglen and Hamilton. And I just wondered if I should throw my hat in the ring. Would you like to see McClue in Parliament? I miss your radio show, says Mig. Mig, lovely to have you with us. Dinky-Doo. We all miss the radio show, including me. But we're going back on the radio, so watch this space. Defo Scotty. There you are, Eddie. Hat in the ring. Thanks, mate. Have you got the box with you? The box is here, Robert. So we'll maybe get a wee tune. I'll show you the box. So you know I'm telling you the truth. The box. So if you'd like a wee tune in the box before we go, then we'll look at that. When do you start back on the radio? We could be looking at a month or two. As soon as that, Scotty, I love the show. You talk about being puffed out. Well, we're not just all puffed out these days, Eddie. Fantastic stuff, I say to you. That's what it's all about. Remember to eat your soup with a fork, Eddie, because the wife always says to me, when you finish your soup, can we talk? You'll get my vote, Scotty. I thank you, Mig. Excellent stuff. Number one, says Desmond. Desmond, number one, my boy. There we go. Fantastic. Top man, says Robert. Thank you, Robert. Guys, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, yes, the YouTube channel is the world's best kept secret. So only tell somebody about it if you know they're going to go on and subscribe. There's Scottie McClue's YouTube channel, the world's best kept secret. Fantastic. Yes, I'd love to hear a wee tune, says Angie. Right, we'll get a wee tune for you, Angie. What about O Gin I Wear a Baron's Ear? Would you like that one? Has everybody had a look at the YouTube channel? I would ask you. So we'll do a quick wee tune for Angie and for Rab. Right, O Gin I Wear a Baron's Ear. If I can remember it. There you are. What about that? That was for Rad McNaughton and for our lovely Angie. You're a very talented man. Oh, I don't know about that, Angie. For the 100th time, do you know Weeb Far Bob? Nope, I've never heard of Weefer Bob. I've heard of Furfur Bob. So is it him? Where did the beard go? It blew off. It just disappeared in that terrific wind that we had. So there you go. I donated it to Santa Claus. Brill, Scotty, thank you. And DINKY-DOO, not at all, Rab. It's a privilege and a pleasure, as it always is. Follow us, guys, as soon as you possibly can. Everybody should follow Scottie McClue. Check out all the TikTok videos, because they're all made with love for you, and they are massive. What a shame. Santa will be grateful. Oh, will he not just? Because his was getting a bit white. See what I just did there? It's lovely to be with you all, I say. If you've just joined us, a very, very warm welcome. You're watching Scottie McClue, the world's top broadcaster, hashtag FloatI, the first lord of the internet. Scott FM. Stephen, Scott FM. An excellent station, I remember it. Scotty, that big Doug in the 40 was in my garden. No, Jim Bobby wasn't in your garden. I can tell you that because he didn't go into anybody's garden. Oh, well, wait a minute. I think he did. Yes, he did go into the neighbour's garden once, but it wasn't yours. So there you are. I think they put out a bit of chicken for the birds. And old, it was Lord Clyde thought, I think I'll have that for me, and the birds can go fly. There we are. Hello, lad. Hello, Thomas. DINKY-DOO. Scott FM. I listened to Scotty. Loved his talk programme. Roadrunner. Amazing. Well, it'll all come back. So there you are. So we'll be going back on the radio, I say. And welcome. Pop over and check out the YouTube channel, guys. So you'll see the URL. So you see what I just did there? The URL, you'll see it on the TikTok bio. Just click that, or just put into your search engine, YouTube, Scottie McClue, World's Top Talk Show. Women driver, the women drivers, I know, what were they like in those days, I tell you. So there we have it. Now then, what have we got here? James has just joined us and liked the lives. James, thank you. Guys, like all of the lives for me. Very, very important. We've been up for 18 minutes. Said I'll pop up for 5 minutes. Up for 18. That's your fault. You're keeping me here. So excellent stuff, I say to you. Please say hello to my dad, John Hamilton. He loves listening to you, sir. I shall do, Jay. John Hamilton, I say hello to you on behalf of your fabulous son, Jay. Please say hello. Oh, yes. Who's that there? Oh, Foxy's. Funtime Foxy. Funtime Foxy, the fox, has just joined us. And George has joined us. Guys, follow me if you can. Pop up to the top left. Oh my goodness, we've only got 2 more minutes. Now, who have we got here? Charlie has joined us as well. Hello, Charlie. DINKY-DOO from Scottie McClue. This is just a quick random lunchtime pop-up, guys. But I've just realised we've been up for nearly 20 minutes. If you could interview anyone past or present, who would it be? If you could interview anyone past or present, who would it be? Well, I think it would be Donald Trump, because this guy is just incredible. Trump, the king. And America is backing him because he will make America great again. And I suspect he'll stop the war as well when he gets in at the next election. So I think a proper interview with Donald Trump, no agenda, no trying to make out he's not as good as he is or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? So a proper non-political chat with the Don. That would be amazing. Trump's misunderstood, totally misunderstood. Well, I don't misunderstand him. So there we are. He had Putin and toast. No, Jim Bob. No, that's not the style. This man is a huge big picture man. So it's not a question of having Putin and toast or backing one side or not backing the other or playing all these games and politics. It's actually having a serious human-to-human chat with another world leader who's equally well educated. Do you see what I mean? So there you are. Are you a veteran, says Freddie? Well, I'm a veteran broadcaster, I get called. The veteran broadcaster said. You know, I mean, a young guy like me. Trump, excellent stuff. Everybody's for it. We like that. There we are. That's wakened you all up, hasn't it? Yes, indeed. What about Robert Burns from the past? Angie has sent me a red rose. Angie, that's beautiful. Guys, I'm collecting red roses. If anybody is flush enough to send even one. Now, Scottie McClue is always free, so you never have to. But up there, you'll see a red rose go. And if somebody fancies popping a few red roses in, that would be just beautiful. The right wing always think there's an agenda, but in reality, they're just a fascist. Who's just a fascist? When you were last on mainstream radio, Scotty, as a guest, or what? When were you? About maybe 2.5 years ago. When was I last on mainstream radio? 2.5 years ago, yeah. Because the TikTok took over. I mean, I've got bigger figures on my TikTok than any radio station would have. I mean, I've got 150 million have watched my TikTok. 150 million. Sadly, only 27,000 have actually followed, but they'll get the message. Thoughts on Vladimir Putin? Well, Shard, we have to be careful on a public platform because, they don't want us commenting on stuff as big as that. But Vladimir Putin he's some boy, as we'd say in Glasgow. Put it that way. And so is Trump. Trump is some boy. There we are. Dinky-Doo, says Danny. Dinky-Doo, Danny. Lovely to have you with us. And keep funking, I say. That's good because you're straightforward. Oh, yes, Rodrana. Dinky-Doo, Scotty. I'm on my way to Scotland, boy. Ben, fantastic. Have a lovely, lovely trip and enjoy it when you get there. Biden said it. There we are. Putin's a killer. Well, how many people has Biden sent to their death? We need to look into all that, don't we? So there you have it. Is Mrs. Doon in the kitchen making tablet this afternoon? Jim Bob, I'll just check. Hang on. Darling! Jim Bob. No. Jim Bob, one of the contributors on the TikTok. He wants to know if you're making tablet. No, she's making broth. She said she'll do some tablet for you this afternoon. Only there's a couple of hours, hopefully, cross back into England later today. Oh no, Ben, enjoy it. You're loved here, says Angie. Angie, you are just so kind. Remind the viewers where he is. That's wonderful, I say to you. Will you be leaving Glasgow when you go to the new radio show? No, Robert, we'll probably do it from the studio in Glasgow. We'll see what's what, but it's huge, I could go as well. I could leave Glasgow and do it from another place, as we would say in the House of Lords. Richard Tan has sent me my favourite right on the McClue badge. Is that not amazing, guys? Wow. Hang on, I seem to have a wee mark on this. That's better. I can see a wee mark in my bonnet. Time to give it a brush off. Give it the brush off. I agree with Angie, says Roadrunner. Thank you so much, Roadrunner. Danny's joined us. Aye, says Danny. What's your favourite meal? Are you fussy with food? No. There just has to be a considerable quantity of it. And I get fussy if there's no. No, I don't mind anything at all. Whatever's put in front of me. There we go. I don't do the tripe, though. Is that a wire brush for the berry? No, a soft leather. Look, it's a boomerang from Australia. Can you see the kangaroo on it? Have you got him? So it's the kangaroo, beautifully hand-stitched. We could do that for a tenner. There we go, fantastic stuff. So no, just soft. Nice, says Roadrunner. Here's a phone call. You're live in Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy. Who's that? What's your first name?
Jimmy. Dinky-Doo. Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo, lad. What's your first name?
Dinky-Doo.
No, your first name.
Hey.
You can make one up if you're struggling.
It's David. It's David.
David, lovely. Dinky-Doo.
Hi.
Yeah. What can I do for you, lad?
I just want to say a big Dinky-Doo.
You're a top man, David. Where are you phoning from?
I'm up in the Scotland.
You're in the Scotlands. We love it.
Aye.
And as you sounded as if you had a slightly English accent. Oh, he's all hear that. That's Paddington, poor love. Right, but that was very good of him to call and say Dinky-Doo. Hi, Scottie McClue, the internet phone in, hashtag float high. Ravens of the North. I hope all is well, he says. I hope all is well with you, I say to you. If you've just joined us, a very, very warm welcome. You're watching Scottie McClue. We are, of course, live on the big one, on the TikTok and the YouTube. If you haven't gone over to the YouTube channel to check it out, please do so. I'll give you a shout out if I see you there. Go to the YouTube channel and just type in, I'm watching, I've subscribed. Good afternoon, Scottie McClue. I'm sure I saw you in, and he mentions a well-known hamburger place last night, not for Scottish, no. You wouldn't have seen me in there, I can assure you. Are you Stovies, man, sir? Oh, yes, Jay. We're into the Stovies, but we need to know if there's meat in Stovies. This has been hotly contested on Scottie McClue shows for 30 years. Is there meat in Stovies? And we still don't have an answer. There we are. Thoughts on Boris Johnson? Haven't heard of the man for years. So there we are. He's got something in common with Pinocchio, I believe. So there you have it. Not that they're both made of wood, though. I've seen you at Port Glasgow. Well, oh, you will, Eamon, yes. I love coming to Port Glasgow and chatting with the Portonians. And you'll see that I did a program in Port Glasgow. Put into your YouTube, Scottie McClue, Port Glasgow, and see what comes up. Yes, indeed, love to Port Glasgow. Have you been to Greenock Ocean Terminal? Roadrunner, can I tell you, I used to go to Greenock Ocean Terminal when it was called Princess Pier. And I used to visit it when I was about 3 or 4, walking on rains with my grandfather. Princess Pier, and it was still open. Yes, 1959. Princess Pier, a beautiful pier. I think built for the Glasgow and South Western Railway in Italianate style. And the cruise liners used to leave from Princess Pier. And beside Princess Pier, you had Mr. Monroe's Boats. Mr. Monroe's Boats, the Clyde Marine Motoring Company. Lovely, lovely man and a great ferry master. And you could hire Mr. Monroe's Boats. It was wonderful. And they were stationed at Princess Pier. And I can remember one of his boats called the Rover. And she was brand new. He'd ordered it from, I think, Hugh McLean's in Renfrew. And that would be something like 1964 or 65. The Rover's still there. She had 2 beautiful Kelvin engines in her, if I remember right. And we got taken out on her with the Scouts for a tour around the Clyde when she was brand new and all smelling of new paint. And I think the Rover's still there. She's up at, where is she now? What do you call it? The Albert Harbour? No, the Albert Harbour's gone. The Victoria Harbour. Anyway, she's opposite the fire station. Have you been to Rothsay? Several times. When I worked on the boats, we went down on what was the wee Ashton. She was called the Gorokian, owned by Walter Roy Ritchie, a lovely, lovely man. And I worked on her as a boy. I did the stern ropes and took the tickets, and we went to Rothsay in 1969. There was a seamen's strike, and they were stranded in Rothsay, and we took the Ashton to Rothsay to pick up the Alexander brothers and Johnny Beattie. And that's when I first got a taste for showbiz. My gran used to make stovies with square sausage. Not nice, to be honest, but I had to eat it. Because the square sausage would be boiled rather than fried, Is it a bank holiday in Scotland today? But why? I don't know, Shard. I don't work in a bank anymore, so I couldn't tell you. Does anybody know if this is a bank holiday, guy? DINKY-DOO, user 985, brothers. Have you been to Cumbernauld? What's it called? Cumbernauld. Of course I have. For goodness sake. And I watched Gregory's Girl. Chick Murray on the piano. I remember Johnny Beattie. Absolutely great. Johnny only passed away, I think, a year or two ago, if I've got that right. Did you watch Still Game? Well, I was apparently the original inspiration for Still Game because I had my bunnets. And the two main actors thought, oh, here's an idea. And that's where they got the inspiration for Still Game. DINKY-DOO, my friend, have you ever been to Northern Ireland? Well, I've been as far as the Giant's Causeway. I didn't get into Belfast itself at the time, but I was at the Giant's Causeway. And then I got the ferry from Ballycastle over to Campbelltown. Sure, so I did. Did you ever meet Ricky Fulton? He was a legend. Yes, I did. Ricky Fulton was a massive Scottie McClue fan. And Jack Mulroy was also a massive Scottie McClue fan and listened every day. And he told me, because I went to Francie and Josie's, Ricky Fulton and Jack Mulroy's final performance in the theatre. And was it at the King's, the final performance? Trying to remember. Anyway, I went to the final performance. And if you look on YouTube, put in Francie and Josie and the final performance, and you'll see Scottie McClue in the audience there. And then I went and had a chat with them afterwards. Better than a knighthood for me. Yes, he was a legend. He was brilliant. The Pavilion. Well, they were at the Pavilion a lot of the time, but I'm just wondering where the last show was. They were both into their 80s, I think, at the time. And they were fabulous. Watch it. Watch it on YouTube. It's brilliant. Watch Jack singing Had a Curry. Had a Curry. Had a Curry last night. Fantastic. Very, very good. Francie and Josie, absolutely look it up, YouTube, pop them in. Francie and Josie, the final show. Yes, guys, we're going to have to go soon. I didn't realize it's 1 o'clock. The news will be on. So what? You all say, so what? So what, Scotty? If the news is on. Who's bothered? There we are. Can everybody get following, please? DINKY-DOO, I say. I just thought this was a random pop-up lunch with Scotty. If you like the idea, we'll maybe do some more. That was the highlight in the Hogmanay. Yes, Scotch and rye. And I was talking to a man recently that did a lot of the writing with Ricky. So there you go. Fantastic. Boring news, says Roadrunner. Do you know, Roadrunner, you're right? Because I think people realize that what used to be news is very often now just propaganda. Do you know what I mean? Propaganda. And a lot of people are going off the television. Oh, television. It's dropping. It's away like snow off a dike. It's a pleasure to hear you today. Andrew, you're very, very kind, and I thank you. It's a privilege to pop up here for you. Sorry about my face, but it's getting a wee bit better. Not talking about the rash, I'm just saying, sorry about my face. There was a guy last night who was saying, putting on weight, Scotty. I thought, well, thank goodness for that, because I was getting very worried that I was losing too much. So it's nice to hear that I'm putting a wee bit on. Follow us as soon as you can. Thank you very much. Everybody with TikTok should actually follow us. If you're on the YouTube channel, please subscribe. Sure it is. Sure it is. Sure, Josie, sure. Yes, that's right. They're very funny, and I mean, that's them in their 80s. And they entertained generation upon generation of young people at the pantomimes. Ricky Fulton and Jack Milroy. And they were both lovely, lovely people. Thanks for the tune. You take care, mate. You too, Rab. We'll have to dash. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And can I wish you a very happy Monday, a happy afternoon. Enjoy being you. It's a great thing to be. And hashtag stay fabulous. Thanks for watching, my darlings. Take great care of yourselves. You too. Thank you, Roadrunner. And you all take care. Dinky-Doo. Stick out your tongues and say ta-ta. Papa. Stick out your tongue again. Papa. Oh, my goodness me. Thank you very much to you beautiful YouTubers, and we'll catch up again soon. Stick out your tongues and say ta-ta. Papa. And once more. Papa.